Hi, Caspar here from Bowes Wine on the, what have we got, 29th of August 2015. Tasting something rather exciting actually. This is a bottle of 1959 Château Leoville-las-Cases, given to me by an extremely kind client in Singapore, so I hand carried it back, and it has been left to settle for, gosh, long time now, 3-4 months. Anyway, I'm not sure you can make out the colour. Colour deep, still remarkably ruby, but hold it up to the light and you know you get a lot of that amber, almost slightly greening at the rim. Still with ruby lights at the middle, a little bit of cloud, but I mean that's not disturbing me with a wine this age. There's some very fine sediment in it. So yeah, let's taste. I opened this about almost an hour ago and decanted it. There's some trepidation. I think wines this age, you know, you can pull the cork out and they can be fantastic for a very short period of time and then fall apart, but this looked pretty good, I must say, when I opened it, so I decanted it. What, I mean, gosh, hard to know where to start here. Well, you know, the purpose of aging wines is obviously to soften them into a drinkable state, but also to gather complexity, and gosh, this really has done that in spades. It's trying to just put into words some of what I'm smelling here, which is fruit. I mean, there is fruit, and fruit is certainly not the most major part of the nose. The fruit there is pretty dark, plummy, but you know, blackcurranty maybe, you know, but is largely subsumed by the tertiary characteristics, which are frankly all over the place, as one might imagine with a wine of this age. So I am getting, come on, I'm getting licorice, I'm getting a slightly fishy note, I'm getting distinct clarity, sort of medoc cedary aromas. The humidor, a dry humidor, a dry spiciness. Gosh, that fish element is now I've noticed it, is quite distinct. Hint of tomato skin, perhaps. Very pepper, almost capsaicin sort of incisiveness on the nose. Nippiness. Tad high toned, a bit of red with the black of the fruit. Ashes, smoke. You know, one feels when one tries to describe nose like this the pointlessness of the exercise, and that one is perhaps doing this purely for an exercise for one's own sake, but boy, there's a lot going on there, really. Or just picked up a hint of sort of high menthol or mint almost, but it's a shadow in the shadows that sort of comes and goes, and you know, and that dry spiciness, that almost brick dust, like turmeric, which to me always smells like brick dust. Okay, so you know, as is always the case, the palate backs up the nose, and Lots of spice there as well, and some really quite pronounced tannin again. This is a, you know, a firm, direct wine. Lots of sort of minerality and a big thrust going forward. It's a very long wine. Tannins are sort of upright and quite piquant. And you know, one would expect with a 59 the acidity to be, I think, on the low side, but I wouldn't say the acidity here is low. I'd say it's happily medium and comes with a package of minerality. Very long, nice grip, very cedary, very mature flavours. A structured wine, a wine of some heft actually. You know, it's you know, you can see. You know, this is an immediate neighbour of Château, so one gets a sort of the saline walnut kind of minerality character through it. Big wine. I mean, really big tannins in here. Tannins to the fore. I mean, they're not dominating so much as being the perhaps the main part of the show. The fruit threaded throughout the tannin. The tannins are ripe, ashen, rich, upright, quite fresh. And what I'm tasting here is not, reading reports of this wine, is not perhaps what I'd totally been led to expect. Dense wine, red and black, quite piquant, quite incisive, nippy structure, freshness, smoky detail. Still going on, still that swathe of tannin. Very long wine. Whatever Robert Parker tasted, this is a better bottle, evidently. Still going on. Oh, you know, it's a massively impressive wine. Goodness me, for a wine that's, you know, wine of this age, fantastic. I think the guy who gave it to me, and thanks John, by the way, said it was ex-Château. My goodness me, what a wine! Amazing wine, privilege. Anyway, I'm going to keep tasting this and drinking it throughout the evening, but great privilege, fascinating.